Welcome to Divine Bow Beginnings 93. What's up, DBB 93 squad? I want to say thank you to all our new subscribers for subscribing to the channel, as well as our returning subscribers for coming back, and to everyone that's watching the video that are not subscribed to the channel, welcome you guys. This video is for our Leos. Hey Leos. Make sure in this reading you guys take what resonates and let what doesn't fly bye. Also, if you're looking to follow me on other social media platforms, all that information is in the description box down below. So without further ado, let's get into your reading. So you guys, the energy for you here is, I feel as though the current world circumstances is really getting you down. It's kind of tough to touch on the subjects of what's going on in the world right now, but I feel like for some of you, you feel like you're on the other side. Like, it's something here that's trying to push you to create an outcome, a better outcome. And you feel like at the moment you're stuck on the outside looking in. And I feel like for some of you, that burdens you. It's the energy of not being able to really dig down and grind and get to the bottom and the root of problems here. I feel like for some of you, you could have, it felt like putting yourself in isolation was a good idea, whether that's from friends or family. And I feel like this was a past energy. So you did this in the past before what's going on in the world is happening. And I feel as though now you feel like you're on the outside looking in on everyone else's life progressing. I feel like for someone, you felt as though once you took yourself away from a situation that you could always come back to it. Or it's more of, it's an envy here that I feel. And I feel like you're envious of someone else in their life, and the divine is telling you to progress in your own life if you feel like you are not satisfied. And I feel like for some of you, you may not really be aware that you're, I want to say, envying somebody else's life. Maybe you catch yourself saying, you know, oh, this person has all this because they were spoon fed. And it's something about that here for someone that it really breaks you down, or it really gets to you. For others of you, if that's not your situation, I just feel like you are trying to come up, or you will be, this is part of your life purpose, to come up with solution to what's going on in this world. And I feel like for some of you, you're kind of, I don't know, I'm getting the Hermit here. I don't feel like you're really going out finding solutions. I feel like you're more within, and something about someone's past is going to help them create a solution for something, or something that helps the community here. I feel like for some of you, what's going on has really put a damper on your life. It's slowing you down. Normally I would say, you know, something towards love here, but it's really not about that for you. It's more of wanting to achieve greatness that has you boggled down and backed up. You have here the Five of Wands. So I feel like this competition, again, what's going on is really horrible. But I feel like for some of you, you feel like you want to fight for what's right. You want to stand up. You want to create awareness around situations that need to be created. And I feel like you want to find your fire in that. And you're gonna find it, but you're looking towards how to create that fire, if that makes sense. Because for some of you, I feel like either you're on social media looking at things that happen, and I feel like for someone, it's gonna be a story that's gonna really touch your heart, that's gonna give you this motivation to actually step away from this isolation and come out and help. Because it's something here about your wisdom that is very key here. You have here movement. Speaking of moving forward, I feel like when it comes to this conflict, you could be either dealing with a conflict in your life if it's not the world issues. It could be you feel like things are not progressing. And it could be because what's going on in the world, but I feel like more of the progression is something here about you don't feel like you're at where you're supposed to be in your life. You feel like you could be further along here. I feel like with this Chariot, you're trying to create some momentum, but it's more fast energy than slow energy. And I feel like for some of you, if you continue to try to create that fast energy, you're gonna burn out. And the divine is trying to tell you, like, slow down. You know, use what you have and create by. I feel like it's more of being consistent, because I feel like for some of you, you don't have consistency in your life. Like, you may go into a job and then, like, I don't know, a few weeks later, a few months later, you don't have a job. So something here where you want this stability to come into your life for some of you. I feel like, especially with the next card being the High Priestess and wisdom, it's kind of saying, like, go where you're guided. I feel like you've been in a way of saying selling yourself short. Someone here feels as though they only will be able to get a certain job, and it goes back to what's going on in the world. You feel like you'll be able to get a certain job because this is basically all anyone in your family was good at, or it's more like you're trying to block your blessings that are coming in towards you. I feel like I'm kind of stumbling over my words here, and I feel like for some of you, you may not know how to get these emotions out. You may not know how to speak to others about this. And it kind of gives you this sense of isolation, because either you feel like people don't understand you, or you feel like you're not communicating enough to where they can understand you and help you. Because somewhere in here, like, I feel like you just want help and you don't know how to go upon that. You could have, especially with this card that's up here, the outsider, you could have burnt bridges where you didn't want to burn bridges, or where you shouldn't have burnt bridges with people. And I feel like for some of you, it's that wake up call, like, you know, it happened, but it doesn't mean that people can't forgive you and move forward as long as you come right in the situation here. I feel like whoever that's about, you know what happened in that situation where you kind of shaking things up, had a tower moment, and let things crumble. And you could have went another direction with it, but the divine is giving you a second chance to make things right. Okay. You have here the conflict. I turned them upside down. Hold on. The conflict card again. So you had competition, now you have conflict. Whatever is going on is really weighing heavy on you. And I feel like, again, with swords being here, is communication. The Five of Swords, it's... For somebody, I feel like you could be a hothead, or you could just ramble on without listening to what other people have to say. And that makes you miss out on opportunities here. It could be of what you learned from your mother, your father, someone in your family, someone who was a person that you looked up to. I feel like either you're taking on that trait of how they taught you, and now it's time to break down those traits so you could be a better person, or you could see things differently. You have here the Queen of Cups, sensitivity. So again, this isolation from others have made you feel, again, left alone. You could be going through these emotional roller coasters because you feel like no one is there for you. I feel like it's more of which is interesting, and I never get this from the Queen of Cups. It's kind of like you lash out at people. You or someone you know, okay? Because it's not for everyone. I feel like when you get really emotionally invested, you lash out when things don't go your way. It's kind of that, like, spoiled brat syndrome. But I feel like once you open your heart to telling people how you really feel, okay? Because this situation is not as bad as you're making it seem. Yes, it's bad off, but I feel like it's time for you to come out of this energy. It's time for you to step forward and understand that, you know, what you went through in the past is your past. And if you so choose to come forward to other people, that if they don't forgive you, then as long as you make an effort, it's what's best. Because I feel like for some of you, you get down on yourself so bad that instead of the Queen of Cups cup being upright, it turns into reverse, where it's empty and the well is dry, and you fill your cup back up with things that don't serve you. Okay, it's like you hold on to things that make you feel good in that moment, but after that moment you don't feel right. You don't feel like yourself. And I feel like for some of you, you're searching to find out who you are at this moment. So you do have here the Wheel of Fortune. This is your destiny to go through the things you're going through. I feel like more saying this is your soul contract. And I feel like for some of you, you don't understand that. Like, you continue to feel like you keep bumping and falling. And, you know, yes, we all do, right? But I feel like now it's your time to get up and say, I put forth energy to do good in my life. I feel like for some of you, this Queen of Cups is, you could either, for some of you, if that's not the situation, you could be wanting someone to take your cup, because I feel like in the past, the commitment level wasn't there. Now you have energy, you're coming out of conflict, moving towards, or it could be someone moving towards you because you are the Queen of Cups. And that's just the energy that you embody. You don't have to be a female, you could be a male. But I feel like when it comes to this Destiny card, it's I know nobody likes to hear this. It's all in divine timing, which is interesting. I feel like for some of you, you have to get your swimmers in alignment in order to move forward. It's something here about being off balance, but there's an ending to something with order. And whoever this person is with order, I feel like this person is set in their ways. Like, you can see fit for your life to be a different way. And someone sees fit that you're going to do what they say and that's it. And they don't hear you out. And I feel like that's why, you know, these swords are down. And I feel like, I don't know, it's kind of like giving me the energy of these swords being on your neck. You feel like you can't speak in a situation. But that's coming to an end because something in you is making you do what you normally don't do. And I feel like it's all a part of why you are deciding to venture out on this journey of finding who you are. I feel like in the past, people have put you down, and I feel like saying people has always tried to rule your life, or they have been ruling your life. And now it's time for you to step forward. So you have here the angel of balance. Things are balancing it back out in your life. Again, this is all part of why you're on this journey in this particular way. I feel like, when you know that you're destined to do great, and everyone is destined to do great, but you sign on contracts within this lifetime to come into this lifetime and to take on these horrible, situations that we see, but it's ultimately lessons to teach you and to grow you and to help you guide other people. So I feel like you may feel like, it was a lot and it was downtrodden, but I feel like those lessons are going to help you progress. And I feel as though, again, you could have something where you are going to be a public speaker and you need to go through these situations so you can help other people. For somebody, it could be domestic violence here. I don't like to really touch on that, but I feel, I don't know, I felt like a physical fight. And I don't like to really take that energy, but as much as things keep coming out again and again and again, it's meant for somebody. So I will say that. But someone here is like a Dr. Jekyll, Mr. Hyde. And what happens is, at one moment things are great, and the next moment they're not. So it's kind of like, I feel a male-female type energy. And whoever this person is, whoever this guy is, like, they have a strong hold on you to where, you feel like you're dying in the inside. Something's gonna happen to where you're able to make this difference in your life. And it's interesting that the thunderbolt is here. And I'm not, not putting anything on anyone, but I feel like this person on the outside, whoever this is, you could have someone that's feeding you hopes and dreams, and they're in jail, they're locked up, or someone is going to get locked up to where you can get free. You have your community. So for some of you, it could be coming back together with family to help you. I really feel like someone, like, you lost either connection with your family, or when this person came into your life, they kind of isolated you and took you away from your family. And you seeing like the energy that you took on was of them. I mean, yes, we do things of free will, but I feel like the energy you was taking on was from this person to make you feel down and dreary. You have here adjacent possibilities. So doors are opening for you. You just have to see that. You have to open your eyes to see what's in front of you. The past could constantly come up for you, but I feel like if you just stay looking forward, you will see the possibilities that's here. And it's more than one possibility. I feel like these possibilities intertwine with each other. So as one door opens, the next door opens, and the next door opens, and the next door opens. It's this abundant feeling here that you know you are abundant, but you just need to see that. You have your victory. So in this situation, you will receive victory. You could have been waiting to hear this, that things are changing for you. And then for others of you, I feel like these possibilities is something in the community. Again, it's that you're a speaker. Something here is about you opening a door to help others. And I feel like for some of you, you don't know how this is going to happen. For others of you, it's the same repetition that keeps coming up again and again and again. And you're finally going to take this leap of faith. You're finally going to jump forward. You have here indecision. So you don't know if you should go into this new beginning. You don't, you don't know how, but create a strategy. And the strategy is going to help you lay out the foundation to where you need to go. I feel like this strategy card is something is going to be shown to you. It's something here about writing down your dreams for somebody. Write down your dreams. Your dreams is what's going to help guide you. Ooh, I just got chills. Your dream is what's going to help you make your decision. Because when you sleep, your ego is at rest. And I feel like for some of you, you don't realize that your ego is playing along with this situation that's going on. Pay attention to your dreams. Contract. So this is all a part of your contract in this that you come into this world with, okay? You have here the Sun card. So there is a new beginning promised to you. You just have to reach out and take it. You have to... Ultimately, I feel like for some of you, you have to walk away from somebody that's envious of your life so you can go on with your journey. Somebody envy you. Somebody envy the life that you once had. It's something here about family that's really deep to me. Because with this 2 and then this 20, that's giving me 4. This is what you used to have, that stability. And even if it wasn't a perfect life, I feel like it was closeness with someone or people. The community card here, with others. It was closeness with someone that, or yeah, people, sorry, that was taken. Or that this person made you feel like, these people didn't care, but deep down you already knew that they cared. You just went along with it because, this person made it sound good, made you feel like they want you and they wanted you. But ultimately this person, like, I feel like they had like ulterior motives here and I don't like it. But karma do just right, trust me when I say that. So we have here the Thunderbolt. Now, this is giving me the Tower effect. This is part of your aha moment when this outsider, you're going to either somebody's going to walk away from somebody so they can walk into happiness. And I feel like at that moment, you feel air breathing back into your lungs. You don't no longer feel like you're trapped. See, this is that Dr. Jekyll, Mr. Hyde that I was talking about. Politics. Again, you're awakening to what's going on within your connection and in the world. It's something about seeing information that like really startles you. I feel like for some of you, this information make you take a backseat to the life you've been living. It's kind of like on a outside of a looking glass looking in, and it shows you like, okay, you just been pushing forward, but you're forgetting about this guidance that's been here all along. So the guidance is starting to slow you down and say, pay attention to what you're projecting. Pay attention to this breakthrough that's coming in for you. I feel like for some of you, you're afraid of your world being shooken up because you don't know where it will lead. But it's leading you to somewhere beautiful. You're living life moment to moment, but I feel like, are you really living? Because you're not. You're more concerned about how can you survive for the next day than you are your life. This got deep, you guys. I was not expecting your reading to be this way. And then again, I feel like you're caught up in what's going on. Something here is an illusion, though. And you will be able to see beyond that illusion. You'll be able to see, I feel like, again, it's that trapped inside you. But the trapped inside you is your voice. It's not so much as, what you don't have. It's your voice. Your voice is trapped within you. And that's what's being healed. The progression, the butterfly within you needs to come out. You need to have this playfulness. I feel like, again, I just feel isolation so bad. I feel like you're tired. Like, my eyes are tired right now. I don't feel, which is crazy. I don't feel like finishing this reading. But I feel like it's because I feel for some of you, you've heard it all before. And before you tried to step out of this energy, you tried to get away, but it kept bringing you back in. It's like a vacuum. It keeps sucking you back in. Now, you're suppressing yourself from the world outside. This energy is tough to deal with. Fire shows you how much passion you have here, which is giving me this red energy over here. But you need to see that whatever you're dealing with, you're a mirror of someone. Now, if you want to take it a different way, this mirror of someone in a good way is igniting your passion to take forth of helping others. I just feel like the deep energy of a connection that's falling apart, but someone's trying to hold on. Someone has shown you their true face. Believe it. Especially with this snake. This person is a snake. Like, this person is just not for you. They're for someone else. And I don't like to say that, but I feel like for some of you, you had to hear that. This person may seem like they want you to succeed, and it's something here about they really don't. Like, they put on a front as if they want you to succeed. To succeed, yeah. But I feel like you're becoming aware of this person and the mask that they hold. You have here understanding. You're understanding what you're going through. You're understanding the situation. You understand that if you do not go through this, then you would not understand why you deserve life. I feel like for some of you, you're questioning your life. But this understanding, to me, is more about setting yourself free. Really taking this situation on what it is, whether it's the world, whether it's an actual relationship, taking it for what it is and learning how to progress through that. Learning how to make a bad situation a good situation. I feel like for some of you, art could be your release here. Colors. It's something here about colors that you wear. And look at that, you got the lion. This rebirth is coming in once you start understanding the situation you go through. And stop really saying, you don't deserve good. Because you do. I feel like for some of you, this is serenading your inner beast. Interesting to say that. Because I feel like something here, something here is about listening. That brings you back to you. Pay attention to that. You have here healing. So this healing, for some of you, it could have to do with health issues, or I feel like this blue is more of your chakra, your throat chakra. Speaking up again. I keep getting speaking up, especially with the arrow pointing up. You're speaking up, but you're trying to align your chakras. But little by little, don't press yourself, Because I feel like if you press yourself, you burn out, you overwhelm yourself, then it's kind of like you don't know what to do after that. But the divine is saying, we're helping you heal. You are a beautiful flower, and you are blooming. That's why you're becoming more aware of what's going on around you, more conscious to life. You have here possibilities. So this possibilities is giving me like the endless possibilities that you can go. For some of you, you may want to travel here. Or again, I'm feeling the getaway, but I feel like it's more of hope than anything. Hoping for a better outcome, hoping for a restart. You have here patience. Have patience with yourself. Interesting that you have this healing and the hand is over the belly. In this picture, patience. She's pregnant. For some of you, you could have a child with this Dr. Jekyll, Mr. Hyde person. But I feel like for some of you, you could be fertile, or you're going to get pregnant, and you want to really grow your children up in a world that's beautiful, not what we're seeing right now. And I feel like for some of you, that has you afraid of, do you really want to have a child? But it's written in your destiny to have children. Whoever this is, you're very protective. You're a protector. And the divine is saying, no worries, because what you protect is what we protect. I'm telling you, maturity. You're growing up. I feel like for some of you, you're breaking generational curses, and you don't realize that. You're blooming in a way that will take you from this situation, this conditioning. You're breaking the mold. You're figuring out your landing. You're figuring out who you are, and it's beautiful. You know that you're not a sheep. You're a lion. You're figuring that out. You're figuring out where you belong. Because I feel like for some of you, you know where you belong, and you cut people off to the point where when you put yourself in isolation, you didn't know where you came from. You coming back home. That is going to be your title. You guys are coming back home. You're coming back to true you. You're coming back to your authentic self. And that's beautiful. Where you are loving, creative, helping. This is what you love to do. This is who you are. So, you guys, I'm going to end your reading off right there. I hope you enjoyed your reading. If this reading resonated with you, go ahead and leave a comment. I will be in the comment section with you. If you guys haven't given this video a thumbs up, please give the video a thumbs up. If your bell notifications are not turned on, please turn your bell notifications on. And if you're wondering what's bell notifications, well, if you're not subscribed to the channel, go ahead and subscribe to the channel. And on the side of your subscription, you will see a bell. Make sure that notification is turned on so you can know when I upload different videos. So I will see you guys in the next readings. Have a great day. Bye.